For years, we've thought of artificial intelligence as this thing that lives in the cloud, right? A kind of digital ghost in the machine. But a really profound shift is happening right now. We're moving from an AI that just thinks to one that can actually do things.
And that brings us to the one question that honestly is probably going to define the next century. Because when code gets a physical body, when an AI can walk among us, drive our cars, and physically interact with our world, well, the consequences are no longer just theoretical. They become a part of our reality. So what's the fundamental leap we're talking about here? It's really a shift from robots that just blindly follow orders to machines that can genuinely think for themselves. For decades, robots were basically just puppets. I mean, picture a factory assembly arm, right? It does the exact same motion thousands and thousands of times a day. It's super useful for sure, but it's not smart. If one little part is out of place, the whole system just breaks. But today's AI-powered robots, they're totally different. They're not just following a script. They're actually seeing their environment. They're learning from all its little imperfections, and they're deciding the best way to move forward, all in the blink of an eye. This AI brain, that's the real game changer. It's what lets a machine navigate the absolute chaos of a construction site, dodging obstacles it has never, ever seen before. It's what gives a surgical robot that kind of superhuman stability, helping surgeons with procedures that demand almost impossible precision. It's the difference between just doing a task and actually understanding it. And I gotta be clear, this isn't science fiction anymore. This tech is not stuck in some lab. It's already out here, in the real world. And it is fundamentally changing everything. Probably the most visible example for all of us is the self-driving car. You could say it's one of our first big attempts at giving an AI total control over a really high-stakes, life-or-death job, right out in public where anything can happen. But just stop and think about the sheer complexity of what's happening. The AI isn't just seeing the road with cameras. No, it's building this constantly updating 360-degree predictive model of reality. It's not just tracking other cars. It's running countless simulations every single second to guess what they might do. Is that person going to step off the curb? Is that car about to swerve? The AI has to weigh all these probabilities and make a life-or-death decision in a fraction of a second. And then you have the machines from pioneers like Boston Dynamics. And what they're doing is pushing this idea of an AI with a body to a level that feels almost biological. It's a little unsettling, to be honest. Watching these things move is it's different. They can run across rocky ground, they can pick themselves up after they fall over. They have this shocking level of agility. This isn't just about building a better gadget. We're creating machines that are starting to master physical movement, which is one of the hardest challenges in the entire physical world. So all this incredible technology forces us to face maybe the most important question of all. As these machines rise, where do we as humans fit in? What is all this going to mean for our society? The potential impact is just staggering. We're not just talking about slightly faster assembly lines. We're talking about fully autonomous, lights-out factories that run 24/7 with no people inside. Or in healthcare, imagine robotic assistants in elder care homes giving not just physical help, but maybe even companionship. Or surgical systems that allow doctors to do procedures that we used to think were impossible. The changes are going to be absolutely profound. But this massive transformation brings up one of the most urgent questions of our time. I mean, as these machines go from doing simple manual labor to handling complex cognitive tasks, what happens to the future of human work? That is a societal challenge that we are only just now beginning to even think about. And it all kind of boils down to this. How are we going to define our relationship with these new intelligences? Are they going to be our partners, helping us reach new heights? Or are they going to become our competitors in a world that has finite resources and jobs? And this really brings us right back to the central idea here. An AI without a body, that's a powerful tool. But an AI that can actually act in the physical world, well, that's a powerful agent. It could build our homes, explore planets we can't possibly reach, and care for our sick. The second that intelligence gets a body, the stakes and the possibilities, they just become infinite. So here we are, standing at the dawn of a brand new age of intelligent physical machines. The path forward isn't set in stone. It's a future that's filled with both unbelievable promise and pretty profound risk. The ultimate question we're left with is this: As we give our creations the power to think and act in our world, what do you think will be the greatest consequence? Let us know what you think in the comments below.